Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. If there's any more information coming in on Charlie Kirk, we will have that for you. There's some other news going on here locally. There was the police, LAPD, shot a man in North Hills. Let's find out what happened in North Hills here with this guy.
This happened just before 5:30 here in the area of Parthenia and the 405 freeway. In fact, the shooting happened right under the 405 freeway. Police responded to reports of a man with a gun. He was allegedly pointing that gun at passing motorists, and when police responded on scene, a police shooting occurred for reasons that are still under investigation. That man was wounded, but his condition is unknown at this time. No officers were hurt. Parthenia is going to be shut down just under the freeway. That's latest here from North Hills.
Another crazy day in Los Angeles. All right, let's get to the port and find out what's going on with the container ship and all the 75 or 71 to 75 containers that fell off the ship yesterday, and the latest on the cleanup there.
Oh, what's going on the stacks?
Dramatic video showing the moment those containers crashed, filling the water off the coast of California.
You've seen a mess that Coast Guard officials are now responding to.
The Port of Long Beach says more than 60 containers fell off a docked ship named the Mississippi, which arrived from China Tuesday morning, some crushing a barge that was connected to the ship. A fireboat used water cannons to keep the containers from drifting away, but some debris could be seen floating in the water.
It was general cargo, clothing, shoes, electronics, furniture, the stuff that we move every day.
Yeah, some of it was those Delta slippers. You know, when you fly Delta Airlines, for some reason, they still give you slippers. I don't know who's wearing those, but those are still a hot item. And a pillow and a blanket. So the people sitting up front, they get taken care of. Pillow, blanket, slippers. If you're in back, you're going to pay for everything, including water.
It looks to me like there might be like slippers or shoes floating in the water here.
Yeah, Delta Airlines slippers.
Some containers still on the ship, teetering precariously.
Engine 6 is on scene for several containers leaning on a crane.
Experts saying the accident is unusual for a cargo ship at a port, not on the high seas. The Port of Long Beach is the second busiest port in the country, handling $300 billion of cargo each year.
Wow.
After the accident, the port saying in part, cargo operations have been temporarily suspended at Pier G as operations continue to ensure the safety of dock workers and other port personnel. No injuries were reported, and the incident is now under investigation. So far, it's unclear what caused the containers to tumble off the ship as cleanup gets underway.
You have to gather them as quickly as possible, otherwise you end up with having to literally fish them off the bottom of the port, and that creates some problems.
Yeah, indeed. So, Steve, I mean, you said this is a major port there. Do we know at this point how that's going to impact day-to-day operations as we go into this busy holiday shopping season?
Yeah, so I mean, some more good news here, right? Because this is such a massive port, and this incident really only happened at one berth of one terminal, likely won't have a huge impact of operations here. There are plenty more terminals for those cargo ships to dock at, and those experts are telling us this will all likely be cleaned up within a matter of days.
I'm going to stay on high alert here with the timeline.
Within a matter of days.
Matter of days.
Are you sticking with your 79 days, Timmy?
I'm sticking with Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think we're closer to Thanksgiving than we are a couple of days.
For those cargo ships to dock at, and those experts are telling us this will all likely be cleaned up within a matter of days.
Okay. So far they haven't picked any of them up, so I don't know what a matter of days means. Like a matter of 79 days? I think that's what's happening. Here's a reason why maybe you should choose next time you play the lottery. If you win the big prize, maybe you should take the lump sum. Because remember those Publishers Clearinghouse? Remember a guy with a big fat check and balloons would show up at somebody's home in Iowa, knock on the door, and they get $5,000 a week for life. Well, that's over. It looks like Publishers Clearinghouse is clearing their own house.
For decades, Publishers Clearinghouse made dreams come true.
Hi, people. It's true. It's really true.
And in August of 2012, the Prize Patrol delivered. John Wiley of Southern Oregon figured he was set for life.
You are John Wiley.
Yes, I am.
You're shaken. Just as it says here, you have won $5,000 a week forever.
Wow, $5,000 a week forever. What a score.
The jackpot allowed John to retire and move closer to his kids. He bought a house near Bellingham with enough land for the 4 dogs and 2 goats. Earlier this year, John expected his forever prize payment to arrive, as it always did, $260,000 direct deposit.
Wow.
But the money never came.
$260,000.
And in April, Publishers Clearinghouse filed for bankruptcy.
You know, I thought, why didn't somebody at least give me a heads up? Hey, we're going out of business, something.
Yeah, they should have.
No, it's like somebody just cut the cord and I'm falling.
Yeah, he was making $260,000 a year for life, and then he's out.
With no annual prize payment, the 61-year-old is scraping by. He relied on that income. It was his lifeline and was supposed to be forever.
Yeah, he went to the whip too early. It's a racing term. You got to wait till the home stretch to go to the whip. He went with the whip on the back stretch, and now he's burned his horse out.
Sold my jet ski, sold my trailer.
And he's got to go back to work, I think.
I had a little bit of money left over, and that's what I'm living on right now.
John's had trouble finding work, and the bills are piling up.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my home.
Oh, my God. This should be the new clearinghouse where they go and, watch the sheriff put a lock on his door.
And he's not alone.
February 28th, and the Prize Patrol is in Cottage Grove, Oregon.
In 2021, Publishers Clearinghouse delivered an oversized check to Tamar Veach and promised the prize winner $5,000 a week for life.
How's that going?
We were fine before, but it definitely opened a lot of doors for us, fun stuff to do with the kids. We were able to travel.
When the prize payout unexpectedly didn't arrive, Tamar and her husband, Matthew, had to reshuffle the family budget. They have 3 kids and a mortgage to pay for.
What kind of position does this put you folks in?
We're not drowning, but...
Right. It's real tight. It's real tight.
The couple, both disabled Army veterans, feel Publishers Clearinghouse strung them along with excuses and delays before the company went bust.
I never understood that Publishers Clearinghouse. Were they selling magazines? Is that what they were selling?
Yes, my mother did this all the time. It was really going to change our lives.
I wanted to win it so bad.
She had every magazine
Is that
possible.
right?
Yes.
That's
I think she still has them piled up somewhere.
Oh, that's awesome. My brother used to give us all subscriptions for Christmas.
Yeah.
Me, Sports Illustrated, my dad, Time Magazine, my sister, Homemaking or whatever. And we just saw the singleton. We just, he'd buy one at the grocery store and give it to you and say, hey, you got 52 more coming. It never showed up. He just gave the one with a note saying, hey, you got a year's supply of Sports Illustrated. Hey, thanks, man. That's great. Nothing. After that, nothing, man. Nothing.
And really, it's cruel.
Because you do change people's lives, and now you've messed it up.
Well, and it's worse, right? It's worse to say you'll get this thing and your life has changed forever. Oh, but sorry. No, it's not.
Bankruptcy records show Publishers Clearinghouse has at least 10 unpaid prize winners. Most are owed more than $2 million.
Wow, man, oh man.
We have a really, really bad situation. There's not enough to pay everyone.
University of Oregon law professor Andrea Coles-Bier says in bankruptcy proceedings, these prize winners join the list of unsecured creditors.
So long.
So the likelihood of them getting paid
is zero. Is what?
Very slim.
Very slim. Very slim to get the clearinghouse money.
I'm not going to say as slim as the odds of they're actually winning the lottery, but there's not going to be much left over.
Well, how did that work then, Heather? You bought, or Bellio, you bought if you bought 5 or 6 subscriptions, you had a better chance of winning the clearinghouse?
I think so.
Is that it?
I think so. I'll have to ask my mom. But I
Yeah.
know that she had stickers and there's magazine. It was a whole thing, operation she was running.
Did you ever torture her by having somebody dress up in a suit and tie with a big check and knock next door? You're like, we missed it by one
Wasn't
house.
it Ed McMahon that would show up?
Yes.
Yeah, is that right? Ed
that's
McMahon.
right.
What a dream.
Oh,
She drove
boy.
my dad crazy with all the magazines that were coming in the mail. Like, oh, another one?
Like a family circus. You need another
McCall's.
one.
I remember McCall's and Family Circuit.
Highlights.
Yeah.
It's like a doctor's office.
all the good magazines.
She had sweet intentions, though.
I bet. Yeah, she did. Does she still get them?
She still gets
Still
magazines.
gets
yeah.
magazines.
Yeah.
A scam. It's like that Columbia, when you buy 10 records for $1 and then you have to buy 2 more in the future and you never buy the deuce.
I don't want to break the news to her.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. Well, you should send somebody next door with a suit and tie and a big check and go, you missed it by one house. You can cancel all these subscriptions.
Aw.
It's over. What's her first name?
Sheila.
I'll call her.
No, not you. Not you.
Aren't you named after your mom and dad?
Yes. Sheila and Ronald.
The
The first 3 letters of his name and the first 3 letters of her name. So he said Raunchy.
Oh.
And she said, no, Sharon.
Yeah. Raunchy.
Raunchy.
Come on.
Sharon. All right. So first 3 letters of her name, first 3 letters of your dad's first name.
Yes.
Sharon.
All right. That's kind of a cool name, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean,
That's
that all worked
clever.
out for you? All right.
I think so.
Ding dong with you. Or, okay, yeah, good, sure. All right. My new catchphrase. Not
It's
catching.
really catching on.
It's not really happening. All right, we'll come back. I'm going to play that audio for you again of the governor of Utah. It's a great, great speech to try to tell everybody, let's stop. Enough is enough. Charlie Kirk assassinated today. It's even hard to say that. I'm looking at a picture of him on TV right now on Channel 7, and I can't believe he's gone. That guy had so much to live for, so much life, so bright, smart, and just funny guy, great father, great husband, great business owner. And because somebody didn't like what he said, he's dead. He's dead.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Let's listen in again to the governor of the state of Utah, Governor Cox, and his speech that he gave about Charlie Kirk. It really was terrific.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this dark and tragic occasion. I want to thank our law enforcement officers who are leading this investigation, starting with Chief Long and his response here with the UVU Police Department. We're grateful for your leadership and your team. And again, to the speakers that you've just heard from who are co-leading this investigation. I also want to recognize Sheriff Mike Smith, who has been an invaluable partner as this investigation moves forward. I've been in touch with President Trump, with FBI Director Kash Patel. We are completely aligned with our state and federal partners as we work through this case. Now, this is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. We are celebrating 250 years of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked together 250 years ago, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to 2 young children. He was also very much politically involved, and that's why he was here on campus. Charlie believed in the power of free speech and debate to shape ideas and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation and here in the state of Utah have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened. Now, we have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now, to whoever did this, we will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah. Our nation is broken. We've had political assassinations recently in Minnesota. We had an attempted assassination on the governor of Pennsylvania. And we had an attempted assassination on a presidential candidate and former president of the United States, and now current president of the United States. Nothing I say can unite us as a country. Nothing I can say right now can fix what is broken. Nothing I can say can bring back Charlie Kirk. Our hearts are broken. We mourn with his wife, his children, his family, his friends. We mourn as a nation. If anyone in the sound of my voice celebrated even a little bit at the news of this shooting, I would beg you to look in the mirror and to see if you can find a better angel in there somewhere. I don't care what his politics are. I care that he was an American. We desperately need our country. We desperately need leaders in our country. But more than the leaders, we just need every single person in this country to think about where we are and where we want to be. To ask ourselves, is this it? Is this what 250 years has wrought on us? I pray that that's not the case. I pray that those who hated what Charlie Kirk stood for will put down their social media and their pens and pray for his family, and that all of us will try to find a way to stop hating our fellow Americans. With that, we're happy to take a few questions.
Very, very well said. Spencer Cox, the governor of the state of Utah. When we come back, we'll have some reaction of some of the students that were there earlier today when Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, assassinated today in Utah.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Here are some more people that were at the university, the Utah Valley University, UVU, when Charlie Kirk was murdered today. Here's one young lady and then a young gentleman who were there and were eyewitnesses to what happened. Just gruesome as hell.
First of all, were you in attendance, and how far were you from the speaking?
Yes, I was in attendance today. I was probably 10, 15 feet away from Charlie Kirk, so pretty close to him.
Yeah. What did you see?
I'm sure you've already described it. I don't know if I want to describe it again, but it was pretty traumatizing, pretty terrible. what happened. Just an overall sad situation.
And you were telling us that, did it appear like there was a lot of security there or not much?
No, I mean, we registered for tickets, but they weren't even looking for tickets. Anyone could just walk in. It was probably the worst place in campus because there's so many areas where anyone can just walk in. So yeah, I would say the security level, I would say UVU kind of failed him in a way.
Well, you followed Charlie for some time now, right?
Yeah.
So you see, like, when Turning Point USA goes to different campuses, like how contentious it could be, right? Yes. Was it surprising that there wasn't more checks and balances entering the campus?
I think it was super surprising, yes. I think for sure in an event like this, where there's debate and Charlie, sometimes he likes to provoke, they should have a lot more security, just because everyone's welcome. So.
Tell me a little bit about the aftermath after this gunshot went off. What happened afterwards?
So I was with one of my good friends, and as soon as the gun went off, we both hit the floor, started praying. Everyone was screaming, and then yeah, we got up and we just started running, and we made it to our apartment. So
yeah, you're right around this area. Did you see any students kind of like get injured as everyone was trying to escape?
No, but I did see a select group of students who stood up and cheered after the fact, which was really sad to see.
You're kidding me.
No.
Well,
thank you for watching. Oh my God. How about that? Imagine that, paying for your kid to go to school at UVU. And somebody gets shot, innocent person gets shot, and your daughter or your son stands up and cheers. That would be a wrap on me paying for school. And maybe for him or her coming back home, too. Because I will have considered myself a tremendous failure if my daughter was cheering somebody's death like that, no matter what their political background is. If my daughter was cheering a Democrat's death or a Republican's death, that I would consider myself a tremendous, tremendous failure. 100%. All right, here's another student that was there when the shooting happened.
Because I know we have an interview with a witness who was there over the internet right now. Her name is Aubrey, a student at Utah Valley University, I understand. Aubrey, if you can hear us, tell us where you were. Were you inside the auditorium at the time of the shooting?
Yes, I was. I was gathered around with everyone, watching him have conversations with people.
Well, tell me how things played out from your perspective and where you were seated in relation to the stage and where Charlie Kirk was speaking.
So I was probably about 30 or 40 feet away from him. There's tiers in the amphitheater, and I was on the third tier. And he was having a discussion about transgender people and school shootings. And he was commenting about mass shootings, and he was shot in the neck.
He was in the process of talking about mass shootings when
yes,
the bullet hit him? And
yes.
What did that sound like when the shot was fired? And could you tell where it came from?
It came from behind me. I believe it came from one of the upper buildings. It wasn't very loud. It sounded almost like fireworks. So at first, I didn't think it was real, and a lot of the people around me didn't realize what was going on either.
You are part of a generation that has grown up with school shootings and the knowledge that something like this could happen at any time. The fact that a shooting happened where you were today, how do you begin to process that? It must be so raw for you right now.
Yeah, it really is. It was really, really scary because the shooting happened and everyone around me just fell on the ground, and I've never experienced anything like that before. I've never felt so unsafe and unsure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those kids that cheered that on, they deserve a closed fist to the face, and from their mom or dad, and to knock them down and to straighten them out. God almighty. Can you imagine that, raising a child that cheered somebody's innocent death like that? What failures as parents. 100% failures. Not so much the kid, it's the parents that failed that kid. And the parents deserve an open-handed slap too. Knock them down a little bit too. What happened to this country? What happened? We have a college student cheering somebody's assassination. It's unreal. It's almost like a Twilight Zone.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
TMZ is going to have some explaining to do, and maybe they're already explaining it away. But while they were reporting live on Charlie Kirk getting shot, there were girls in the background laughing and cheering. And TMZ is going to have to explain what happened there, because that's a wild reaction. TMZ. Oh, boy. All right. Well, you live by, you hire a-holes, and then a-holes get you in the end. And that may be what's going on at TMZ. People laughing in the background while they're reporting that Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. Man, oh man, what happened over there at TMZ? If that is indeed the story, that's what I'm reading online. The people, is that what you saw, Bellion? Oh, wait, there she is. Okay, this is. Let me see if I can pull this up here. This is TMZ, the staff cheering that Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Is that right? What's going on over there?
Janet, go to.
That's their reaction. Some of the girls, some of the young ladies that work at TMZ, when they're trying to put together the story of Charlie Kirk getting assassinated, and in the background you can hear him cheering and laughing.
We are pulling the audio of Harvey Levin. It's in there, actually.
Apologizing?
Issuing an apology, yes.
Janet, go to. Have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger when you get Trump in a second?
All right, and the reaction at the young ladies at TMZ?
Go to.
I don't know what's going on over there. Interesting. And I guess TMZ is apologizing for it. Let's see if they try to BS us all.
We were live streaming all day during this tragedy.
Yeah, we heard the live streaming.
Go to.
Yeah, go to those gals. Ask them what they're laughing at.
We were live streaming all day during this tragedy. When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't know the last time. I mean, Belly, we've watched hundreds of chases here at KFI. I remember last time we cheered and laughed at a police chase.
And I've reposted video of that car chase.
Oh, was it a cheer-worthy, or were you guffawing at it? Was it a big laugh?
I did not have a big guffaw on this one, no. But you could see for yourself on Conway's show on X.
Okay, all right.
And they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Let's go back and listen to it again.
Go to.
Sounds like they were.
They were not. They would not work here if they did. And that being said.
Oh, please. Yeah, please. They've got to be, you've got to be honest with the audience. They hire people based on their personality flaws over at TMZ. They hire people like that who are, crippled personality wise, who are soulless over there at TMZ. That's how you get hired over there. You've been improperly raised, and you don't have a soul. Those are the first two questions they ask you. When you apply for a job at TMZ. Have you lost your soul? Yes, I have. Okay, well, come on in. We're looking for you.
They were not. They would not work here if they did. And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing.
Yeah, it was really, really bad timing. Yeah, they're reporting on Charlie Kirk being assassinated, and this is evidently the reaction of the women in the background.
Go to
Wow.
Horrible timing.
Yeah, you're right. Horrible timing.
Horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize. I get that you had to hear that. And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And
is Harvey Levin saying that would have been the first time somebody was laughing at an assassination or somebody dying? Is that what he's saying?
By the way, I get it too, and he gets it because we listened as we were talking. You can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time. But no one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy.
I don't believe that. Nobody at TMZ was laughing when Charlie Kirk got assassinated. I do not believe that.
No one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy.
Okay, well, let's play it again then.
Go.
Sounds like they were.
No one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy. Nevertheless, we apologize for the way it sounded.
Oh, all right. Well, then why are you apologizing? If that wasn't the case, why apologize? Oh, they're soulless over there at TMZ. Just soulless. All right, Mo Kelly is up next, right here on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.